So, history has indeed been made. This pincer has actually won me a bug catching contest over even Cool Train and Nick. I think it's the first time it's ever actually happened. Because I think I mentioned the previous segment, it got to a point where I would just save before entering, and if Nick was there, I'd just reset until he wasn't. This time I was able to knock him over. I would have preferred to have gotten a male pincer, but thankfully the female was able to get over, and that's just because the attack IV was absolutely terrible. That's just inherent to the fact that it's a female. The males have a better attack IV and are just sort of inherently better. So, hooray! I have a pincer, I have a sunstone now, and for some reason I've gone and blown all the Pokeballs I had just to get a whole bunch of these bits and pieces. The bulk of these can be found on Route 42, and I think besides that there was just the Spinnerack that I decided to catch on the whim, and a Hoot and the pincer, obviously. Yeah, there's Fearow. Say hello to Fearow. It's back. Now say goodbye to Fearow because it's going to remain in the box. The reason it's going to remain in the box is because I now have a Murkrow on the team. It's probably going to be a permanent team member as well. I was going to go with Fearow just because if I was going to use something with Fly, it would have to be something that I'd already used before. And I decided to go with Murkrow because its stats weren't actually as terrible as I thought it was in its base form. So I figured I would give it a shot. So now it's on the team. And, leaves a bit to be desired with the moveset, but at least they're both stab. Running off a pretty shitty attack stat, but again, female. The nickname of Kalima comes from Blackwing Kalima the Haze, which continues the tradition of naming Murkrows after Blackwing monsters. I had a Honchkrow in, I think, Heart Gold called Sirocco, after Sirocco the Dawn, so let's proceed to just not use it at all in this next gym because it's going to be terrible in it, although to its credit it is level 15 and is therefore the highest level Pokemon on my team, so it's probably not going to see a great deal of screen time, but it will eventually do so. I'm actually hoping I get the Icy Wind TM from this dude because Icy Wind is actually a pretty decent shout on Murkrow because it can get it, so this is pretty much just going to be the same sort of shtick that you're familiar with if you've played through this gym in the old games. It's just a whole bunch of slidey floors and you got to fight trainers and stuff like that and go the right direction and you'll eventually reach the gym leader. I don't expect this to be particularly difficult given that the Pokemon here are not even level 10 yet, although this is the first one, so there's probably going to be, I don't know, I couldn't tell you what the highest level Pokemon I could find in this gym is at the moment. So, I found out that dude with that freaking yams, the Bayleaf, actually has a shiny Crobat, which is bloody stupid. I think the other thing he had was, actually let me have a look. It has a Sudowoodo, so, yeah. And they have different nicknames as well, I just didn't bother to have a look at them before I scrolled my way back down the Discord. So, I did a little bit of other exploring off screen, particularly in Mount Mortar. There's a couple of areas that I can't reach just because I don't have the required HM moves. Waterfall being an obvious one, but there's another path that's just being blocked with a strength boulder. I'm not too sure if that's a one-way or not. I might not even be able to get in there even with strength, but there is another entirely new area which you can access from the middle entrance into the cave. I'll probably have a look at that once I'm done here in the gym. And this seal is obviously just somewhat more resilient because it is one level higher, but that does not make it any more difficult. Actually, hang on a sec. Did I? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I have Rock Smash on this thing now. I went and got it from the dude on Route 36 who normally gives it to you. And I decided to give it to Stinger. I got rid of Leah just because I'm sacrificing a guaranteed chance of, well, almost a guaranteed chance. I mean, it can still miss, but I got rid of that chance of lowering defense in favor of having a move that does a little bit of damage, but also has a chance to lower defense. So I'd say the trade-off is pretty much worth it. And then I say this, and we just immediately go for a different Pokemon. Hopefully Salt Fairy can hold his own here for a little bit. We'll see what this trainer's got over here. Parallel turn. Parallel city. That is such a silly card. Alright, what do you have? A level... Oh, okay. Just have the same level as my team one. Why don't you? I guess to its credit, it is the only thing on her team, but... here we're going to try and go for the Sweet Kiss. Come on. There we go. I'd love to be able to attract as well, but they're the same gender, so I can't. This game is not very progressive like that. Just sort of ignores the confusion there and gets in the headbutt and flinch hacks. That's pretty good. And having been growled once, I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of damage to this thing. No, not so much. In that case... Do I want to go Slump? Actually, screw it, I'll go Kalima. I get the impression that these seals probably don't have any ice moves on them, so Kalima might be able to get some kind of screen time out of this. Pursuit is decidedly better just because it's the stronger attack and it's running off the superior attacking stat. Plus, it's unaffected by Growl, so that's always a positive. Not too sure how I feel about that sprite, though. It just makes it look as if its beak is just far bigger than it has much of a right to be, or something like that. It's just like a... It's like a black blob. You can sort of make out the eyeball, but for the most part, it's just this black, spiky blob with a gigantic yellow banana-looking thing hanging off it. Salt Fairy actually did get a level up from that. What's your happiness level like? 196, so we're almost there. I think it's 24 to go. I think the evolution threshold's 220, so we're getting there. Let's see. Okay, got another trainer. I think there's only 2 more trainers. There's that guy up above and that guy down there, and then I think we get to fight Bryce. I just got to work out the path again because it's been long enough since I've played the game that I don't quite remember the pathway. Well, I was planning on putting you to sleep, but instead we'll just go ahead and pound. Why the hell not? Of course I get paralyzed. Why the hell would I not be? What's pound gonna do? Not a terrible amount. See if I can get through the paralysis and at least put this thing to sleep. Nope. Parahacks. Can we just put this? Can we just put it to sleep now? Nope. 60% accuracy. Can we put it to sleep this turn? Nope. 60% accuracy again. Can we put it to sleep this turn? If it survives, I'm going to heal it and going to keep trying to put this thing to sleep. Yeah, I'm healing. I've got a super potion here. All the way down the bottom of the screen. Yeah, there's the sunstone. So heal up, and let's keep trying to put this thing to sleep, because I refuse to allow a baby Pokemon to kick my Drowsy's ass. This thing is very quickly making me regret even... Nope, paralysis. Just gonna keep getting parahaxed. Why not? This thing is very much making me regret going with it instead of the Mr. Mime. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Absolute freaking tosspot. I'll go into Salt Fairy just because we're going to have a baby match. Plus, Lick doesn't affect this thing at all. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind, it's just going to predict the switch and hit me with Powder Snow. That's pretty good. Alright, Attract sounds good. Oh, it's gonna generate the Salt against the Salt Fairy. That's pretty good. Yeah, what the hell is this thing? This thing is completely and utterly destroying my team. Why the fuck? It's a Smoochum. What the hell is it? Oh my god. Alright, just Horn Attack this thing into the middle of next week. That thing had no right to be as irritating as it did. Part of that was just because of the RNG screwing me over with either hit. Basically, I would continue to get paralyzed, and even if I didn't, Hypnosis would miss anyway, so I just got no progress out of that. Still got 13 more levels before that Drowsy evolves, so it's not going to be very easy. I also went up north, actually, now that I think about it, to check out Lake of Rage. The Gyarados does not scale. It is still level 30, so I'm just not going to have a bar of that. Just screw that. Don't have a Smoochum. You have a Swinub. Okay, that's not too terrible. I'm pretty sure Slumborg can take care of that. At speed, you can go to sleep. No early bird shenanigans in this generation, so let's get the pounds in and hopefully you get at least some kind of knockout. I think just the fact that this thing's in a battle means it will level up, which is cool, I suppose, but at the moment it's being pretty useless. I'm half tempted to go back to Goldenrod City and pick up an experience share since I can't really go and catch the Gyarados and hand the red scale in to get one. So Powder Snow won't be too much of an issue unless it freezes. Alright. At least there's the level up. Do I get a move here at least? No, apparently not. Gonna go and have a look at those move sets. I guess we'll just stick with Seal here. It's got the advantage here with the Surf. I haven't taken this thing's Never Melt Ice off it yet, and it's been completely and utterly useless up until this point, but it's still got 3 levels to go until it gets an Ice move. Once it does, it'll actually be pretty decent and usable, and I might go and take on a gym leader that's weak to Ice or something just to get an easy badge out of that. But kind of. I'm not entirely sure if you were completely serious, but sure. What's his secret? Is that he just meditates under a waterfall or some shit like that? I know somebody says something like that. And here we have a Shelter. I'm half tempted to try to impersonate its anime cry, but I'm not going to have anything to do with that. What's Pound going to do? Yeah. Let's just go ahead and disable that, because why the hell not? Haha. I may have kicked myself in the pants here, though, because it's probably going to end up using... Oh. I was expecting Withdraw, but Supersonic certainly doesn't help, especially when it, at 55% accuracy, hits on the first time, and it takes me like 4 or 5 goes to hit with Hypnosis, despite having a higher accuracy level. Good job, game. Way to be fair. Yeah, there's the stupid Withdraw. I like that animation, just lower yourself and then put one of those little freaking popping thingy-mabobs, like you flip it inside out and you throw it on the ground and it just sort of pops and launches back up in the air. It could also be just a bowl, but I like to think of it as one of those weird bloody popping things. I don't even know what they're called, so we'll just call them popping things. I think Drowsy's seen enough screen time for a year, so let's see if I can try to get Salt Fairy up to a point where I can evolve. I think the only move I'm missing out on at this point, if I evolve it, is Double Slap, which I'm pretty sure I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it has been nerfed. It only hits twice now, as it is supposed to do. It's Double Slap, so as far as I'm concerned, it has no right to hit more than twice. I like how that thing's animation is just it waggling its tongue. I don't even understand why it just... I don't even know... I don't really understand the whole tongue thing with Shelter. I mean, for Lickitung it actually makes sense because that's kind of its gimmick. Shelter, I don't know. I was not aware that clams were even supposed to have tongues of some variety. There's probably some kind of Japanese legend that states of a clam that has a tongue of some variety. I wouldn't bloody know. Alright, so is it what I thought it was? Yep. That sounds about right. I believe, though, that if I go like this, 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 and this, there we go. Okay, do I need any healing? Yeah, Slumbore could do with a little bit of healing. Got a potion here. Hopefully this does not come back to bite me that I don't have a whole lot of healing items. Advent Forward actually sounds like a pretty decent lead here. So I think I'm going to go with that. Throw a save state in case I get my ass handed to me here. Uh-huh. Sure thing. Right, how many mons have you got? You have 3. If one of them is a pile of swine, I'm going to be salty as all hell. I'm going to get a seal mirror match. Is it a level mirror match? No, I do out-level it. Let's pretty much just go spamming headbutts. I think that sounds about as good as any strategy that I can think of. Well, I got the flinch hacks at least. I just was disappointed that that was a crit, which means I'm not going to two-shot this thing. But I completely one-side the seal mirror match there, thanks to flinch hacks, so that's always nice. Alright, what's next? No, another seal. Okay. That was if I fought him later on, that would probably be a dugong. So, could go with seal versus seal round 2, especially since on this occasion it's a mirror match. But I want to try to get some experience in here with Salt Fairy. Oh god, headbutt. Now, am I going to get flinch axed? Oh shit. If I get flinched out here, I'm going to switch out. Okay, well, I've got the Sweet Kiss going. Let's see. I think Return might just be stronger here. I don't expect I'll do a whole lot of damage here. But if I get lucky... Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. Now, if it hurts itself... Of course. Unfortunate. And flinch hacks. Yeah, that sucks. That flinch hacks means that if I decide to just attack, that thing could easily shake itself out of confusion and knock me out. So what I think I'll do here is I will use a potion. It's still confused. Hurt yourself. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go one more potion. Because at least this way, even if he crits me on the next turn, I should still be able to survive it. Okay, cool. That was more for security's sake than anything, but I wouldn't consider it a complete waste. Okay, so no pile of swine. Instead, he's got a swine up, so I'll just send in Advent Forward and knock it out with a surf. That should do the trick here. Not much of a final Pokemon noise, phrase, catch, line, whatever the hell. Aha, aha, there. Have Blizzard, why don't ya? I get the impression he's going to give me the Blizzard TM. Which would disappoint me because... can't really teach that to anything. Except Advent Forward, of course, but I'm not too sure how I feel about giving it Blizzard. That's lovely. Jesus Christ, I'm already 19 minutes into the segment. Bloody hell. Anyhow, TM16 is in fact Icy Wind, which is awesome. Yep, and of course, the Pokemon that we're going to use it on is not at all going to be an Ice type in any way, shape, or form. It is in fact going to be this thing. I feel like this thing could probably benefit from it more. I mean, Advent Forward is a bit slow, so having a stab move that can reduce the opponent's speed is really, really awesome. But I'm getting Aurora Beam in like 2 levels. It's just a straight up better move. I think I'm just going to wait until I get that. Icy Wind just adds a little bit of type coverage. And a phone call from the Pokemon League. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. that thing. Okay. There is, in fact, a fossil that I can go and get right now, and I was probably planning on having a look in the area where you can find it, but then I just remembered, there's the matter of that Sudowoodo that I've got to deal with, because, if we throw a save state here, because I don't want to fight these guys yet, because that's just going to waste a whole bunch of time. I just want to go straight down to Goldenrod, grab the squirt bottle, and then I know exactly where to go in Hilux Forest to find the Sudowoodo in there, but I think there's another one in Hilux Forest. So, either way, I just want to go over there and grab Sudowoodo, because Sudowoodo at the moment is pretty much being tipped as my last team member. I'm not too sure if I've got a nickname for it quite yet, but we'll have to see what happens. I'm probably going to end the segment once I catch the Sudowoodo anyway, and then probably do a bit of exploration in... Oh, damn it. I forgot about these two. You gotta, like, ninja dodge these guys, and this guy's got freaking 4 Pokemon. Whatever. Salt Fairy, kick this thing's ass. Sweet. Yeah, needless to say, that was annoying. This next guy, though, follows a very simple pattern, so it is not at all difficult to dodge him. And he was not overly difficult to dodge either. So, squirt bottle in here is just obtained in here, I think. Yeah, here we go. If you wanted to get it from Pewter City, then there's a dude taking care of flowers. It's just like the guy that you would talk to, and then he was, like, spraying repel, I think, in one of the Gen 1 games, but if you talk to him in this, he'll give you the squirt bottle if you don't want to get it from here. Okay, what is your happiness level at the moment? 204, not quite as high as I was thinking, but it is a new day, so I believe if I head down here, I might be able to get another haircut. Yep. That's cool. You can just do that again. Alright, what's your happiness now? It was 206 before. Now it is 210, so it is still not quite ready. Oh well. It'll still be 300 bucks well spent. I don't care. I mean, not that it really matters. It's only 300 bucks. So, heal up. Then I gotta go get some Pokeballs. Let me actually have a look up on the rooftop to see if there's a sale going on, because if there is, then I'll get the Pokeballs from there since they're cheaper. But I am definitely gonna need a whole bunch of Pokeballs for catching Sudowoodo. It's got a... not a completely terrible catch rate, but it's not that great either. Okay, so there's no sale there. In which case, I think we want to go all the way down to the second floor. I think this is the guy. Nope, you sell the healing items. It is you. Okay, 20 balls sounds good. I mean, I'm going to be catching other Pokemon as well, so that works, kind of. Now we got to go even further down south. I think this is the first time we're about to enter Hilux Forest on recording, so spoiler alert, there's not anything of really significant note in there, besides the obvious thing. Actually, do you give me a TM? I think you give me Sweet Scent. Yeah. There you go. I think they changed it so that if you have a repel, that Sweet Scent won't work. I'm not entirely sure why, but meh, whatever. You can find Bulbasaur in this place, so if you want to use a Bulbasaur for some reason, then you can just sort of grab it here. Anyhow, here we have our Sudowoodo. Question now is, what level is this thing? Level 20, so upon being captured, it's going to be the highest level Pokemon on my team. Yeah. Can it tank a surf? very easily. And now it mimicked Surf. So that's fun, I guess. And critical, of course. Because we can't have nice things. Let me actually get a male one here, just because it's going to rely very much on its physical attack, so having a male one is just going to be far better for that. Okay, just the right amount of HP. I've got some Ultra Balls, but I'm probably not going to use them. I might use them for legendaries or something like that, so... But on something like this, I'm probably just going to stick with the regular Pokeballs. And did not catch it. Okay, let's go to Slumbork and see if I can put this thing to sleep. Okay, that works. Almost died to a freaking rock throw then, but it works. No. Good lord. Alright. Hurry up. I'm 26 minutes into the recording. Good lord. I must be having that much fun playing through this because I did not expect to be up to 26 minutes already. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. The thing is asleep, it has 1 HP left. It's annoying me how it keeps going to 3 and then breaking out. For God's sake. Just get in the damn ball. It, like, broke out at 3, like, 3 times in a frickin' row. That's annoying as all hell. Thank you. I don't know why I kept, like, intermittently using the speed up key there. I guess I haven't completely gotten over that yet. Obviously not going to get the Sudowoodo nickname yet because I don't have one, but next time I will have that nickname sorted out, and then probably do some exploration in Outwater, maybe some other areas. Not too sure if I'll do a gym. I might do it towards the end of the segment. I could do a straw poll, but I'm not completely indecisive about where I want to go quite yet. Maybe at the end of next segment, I'll probably put a straw poll up to see which gym I can do next. Alright, yeah, we're done.